What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm cracking back on with the track car. The primer's done and we're about ready to paint it now. So I'm going to do the final stages before painting it, which is going to be rubbing the whole car down with 800 grit wet and dry paper. I'm just using hook and loop discs, so I can use that by hand or on the machine. Most of it I'm going to do by hand, so you just got a lot more control than the machine, which is quite powerful. So yeah, a lot of it by hand. I've just started on the bonnet with a sanding, giving it a nice sort of smooth appearance. Like I say, I'm not going mad on this car because it is only a track car at the end of the day, but I still want to give it, you know, a fairly decent finish because I want it to look nice at the end of the day. But it's not a concourse. It's being done in a dusty garage, home DIY job. You know, much more fun than paying someone to do it. Have a go yourself, you know. If you get it wrong, start again. You know, it's all about learning, isn't it? So you know, I've only done a couple of spray jobs at home myself, and whilst they may not be perfect, they've always come out, you know, fairly decent, pretty good. So hopefully I can achieve the same with this car. So it's going to be done and filmed over probably a couple of days. I'm not going to film me sanding the whole car because that's just completely boring for you guys. I like to keep my videos pretty, you know, straight to the point and just cover the details that I think you need to know and or that you might enjoy. So I'm going to crack on with sanding the car now with water and these discs with 800 paper, as I said. Hopefully give it a nice smooth finish, or as smooth as I can get it, and a key for the paint to go on. And then it'll be time to shoot the next part of the video of painting the Cadbury's purple colour on, which I can't wait for. So I'll crack on with that now, and then in the next part of the video as well, I'll also mask the car up. Again, I don't really need to show you guys how to mask up. It's tape and paper, you know. If you can't mask a car up, then you shouldn't be painting it at the end of the day, you know. So I've got the car up on stands. I've took the wheels off in preparation for doing it all. So yeah, let's crack on, and I'll give you a quick walk around the car as well, because just in case new people that haven't seen my channel before haven't seen the car. So I'll just give a quick walk around the car and then I'll crack on with the rest of this paint job. Right, let's flip you around, guys. Okay, for those that haven't seen the car or have just joined the channel, here it is, the track car. Looking much better than when I first got it. So in my other videos, you'll see that I fit this aftermarket front bumper on, and also some side skirts as well, which are down there. So in the previous video, I primed the car, if you've seen that. The car's also been rubbed down with 400 grit paper. And what I'm going to do now, as I said earlier on, is I'm actually going to sand the car again with 800 grit paper, and that's just to get it as smooth and as best looking as I can before I actually apply the colour top coat of the purple. So yeah, just give you a quick look around the car. So again, I'll replace this rear bumper and the rear panel. I'll give you a little look inside the car as well. So there's a better look inside. Got the door bars fitted. Again, that's in one of my other videos. You can check that out. And also the Sparco Sprint seats, they're brand new. And the harnesses. If you want to see my video on how to install them, go check that out. But yeah, the interior's all stripped out. Truck bed liner on the floor painted on just to give a bit of extra grip. Got a Jazz Performance Devil Shorty console there, and one of his gear knobs as well. Lovely bit of kit that. I had it laying around, that Shorty console. I weren't really going to fit it because it's a track car, but rather than it sitting on a shelf doing nothing, I thought I'd chuck it in. Obviously I've took the radio out and just made up my own blanking panel to fit in there. Speakers out, everything else is stripped out. I've took the soft top roof out as well to save a lot of weight. Got the roll bar in there as well. It's only got a little ducktail spoiler on it, but once it's painted, I'm also going to get myself a nice big wing to go on the back as well, to go on here. Being it's a fun car, just a bit of fun and a track car, I'm going to get that and stick that on. You can see where I've started to sand this bonnet. It's looking a lot better, and you're actually seeing some reflection in that primer now. You can see that's the difference of sanding with the 800. You can sort of see the reflection over there, and that's only on the primer, so it's pretty cool. Whereas when you look at the panels that haven't been sanded yet, as in the door, you can see the difference. You can actually see the sanding marks that are in the door. So hopefully it'll all come out and it'll look a lot smoother, just like this bonnet, what I've just done a minute ago. There you go, you can see the Mazda sign reflecting in that. Right, that's enough of that. Check out the other videos if you want to see more of the car. Time to crack on with this paint job, guys. Right, so when you're sanding your panels, guys, get your paper, wet your paper with your spray, just water. You can use a little bit of fairy liquid or washing up liquid if you want, but this is just water. Make sure your panel's nice and wet. Rub it down on the surrounding area as well, get that nice and wet. And also wet your paper as well. And then all I'm doing is being careful of the edges, just lightly by hand, circular motions, going down the panel as if I would if I was detailing the car with my machine. But I'm doing this on purpose by hand, just so that I've got a bit more control, so I haven't got to go as hard on the panel. Doesn't matter if you burn through the primer a little bit, but obviously you try not to do that because you want to keep the primer on. Intermittently, just make sure you clean off your pad by water. Again, make sure it's nice and lubricated. Keep it nice and wet. And you'll actually hear in the paintwork a difference in the tone of the sound. If you listen to this, you can hear it sounds rough. When you get it to a point of it being smooth, it glides over the paint and it barely makes a noise. So you know when you're sort of down to where you need to be. So just lightly keep on sanding until you get that nice smooth sound, and then you know your panel's done. Do as you would with a DA in that I like doing a cross hatch pattern. So go across this way and then go up and down. Yeah, so as if you was polishing a car with your DA, you'd go in a cross pattern, overlapping by 50% each time. That's the way that I do it. When you get to, I'm just using the back of a backing plate from my DA, which is obviously quite firm. When you get to areas that are a bit contoured and a bit shaped, the best way of doing that I've found is take your paper off, either do it by hand, or another little tip I do is I'll just break up a sponge because it's soft, and then all I do is wrap the paper around the sponge, and then that way you can get into all of the contours without applying too much pressure. All right, so again, it's not a pro way, but it's just a little tip from what I do. The orangey peel and the sort of sandy marks in it sort of coming out now, so it's starting to look a bit smoother. I'm not really applying a lot of pressure, just letting the paper do the work. has its cellulose primer filler. Obviously it's got filler in it, so as you're sanding it, you're sort of bringing that up to the surface as well. It almost looks a bit dirty, so you just want to get that off the car so you're not constantly rubbing it on. As you can see, all the dirt on the disc, that's what you need to keep cleaning off. Right, so I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch over to the sponge. So I'm going to take that off of there. I'm going to grab my sponge. I'm just going to wrap it round as such. Wet it down, and then this is ideal for, like I said, doing your contours, so around the arches, etc. So you can get in, and the sponge will help because you can get into the crevices. Right, so it's feeling a lot smoother. I'm going to carry on. I'm not going to keep showing you exactly what to do. I think I've demonstrated it well enough for you. I'm going to crack on, sand the rest of the car. Like I say, there might be painters out there looking at this thinking, oh my God, what are you doing the way you're sanding it? This is DIY, doing it home. This is how I do it. You haven't got to do it this way, but you know, it seems to work. It's producing a pretty good result. So there may be tools out there, there may be better things to use with sanding, but it's only a small car, it shouldn't take too long. This method is working for me, so you know, hopefully you can pick up a few tips and they might help you out. So I'm going to get the rest of the car sanded down. Once it's sanded, I'll get back to you then once it's all masked up, and then we'll crack on with the paint. Before I do that, I'll just show you. So if you look at the door, you can see how sort of flat looking and the marks in it. So from doing this little bit of extra sanding, you can then see how it comes out looking a lot shinier, as again at the bonnet there. So doing this is just another step in trying to get a bit of a better finish. You know, there's little marks and stuff around the car which I didn't bother filling. Like I said, it is a track car. I'm really not bothered. It's going to get marks and it's going to get digs in it on track. So I'm not worried about certain little bits and pieces here and there. I think there was a little mark or a little dent that I'd noticed just there. But I can't be bothered with messing about with that. I'm just painting the car. Yeah, so you can see the difference there to there, and the bonnet. I'll get the rest of the car done, come back to you soon. What's up guys, it's another day now. I've managed to get the car all masked up. It's all been rubbed down, like I said, with 800 grit paper. And today, hopefully, we're going to get some purple paint on it. So, by magic, here's the car, masked up and all rubbed down. So, I'll give you a quick walk round. All nicely rubbed down, a lot smoother. Let me tell you, masking one of these cars up takes bloody ages. So, she's all ready. All I've got to do is wipe over some wax and grease remover just to give it a final clean and prep before the colour goes on. And then we're going to be ready to shoot some paint. I'll set the gun up, I'll open up the paint and I'll give you a little look at that as well. And in the next part of the video you'll see me shooting the paint on. Right guys, so the car's all painted, job's a good one. So I'm going to flip you around and I'll show you what it looks like now. So here she is, you know, Cadbury's purple colour. Quite happy with the result. It's come out nice, at least it's all one colour now. It goes well with the gold. You can see the hard top there, and obviously the wheels are gold. Yeah, there you go. So all come out fairly well. Obviously being in a dusty garage, it's got some little bits in it here and there, and it's got a little bit of orange peel obviously in the paint, but I plan on sanding it back anyway, the whole car, with 1500 wet and dry paper, and then I'll sand it with 2000 as well. And then obviously I'll machine polish it as well, but for a homebrew job, I'm pretty pleased with it. I like the colour. I've got a nice little gimmick plate there as well, number plate, being that it's a track car. Little Japanese style plate, just to finish the rear end off. But I'm very happy with the colour, I do like it. It's very nice. It's very dark, hard to show on the camera, but it is very very dark in certain lights, but then when you look at it in other lights, it has like light sort of tinges in it. So yeah, really nice. Nice to see it all one colour as well. You know, this car, from when it rolled onto my driveway, it was in a real bad way body wise, so I'm quite happy with it actually. Being that it's a track car, it hasn't got to be perfect. But yeah, there you go. So what I'll do is once it's wet sanded and polished, I'll do another little walk around once the car's all fully built back up with all the lights and all the bits back on it, the wheels, the mirrors. Again, for those that haven't seen, obviously I painted the mirrors gold as well, so they look nice against the purple, as you get an idea. So yeah, they should look pretty cool as well. So thanks for watching the video guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, obviously get over to my channel and check out all the other videos on the car, showing all the different stages. But we're finally getting there now. Not long before she'll be out on track. The next job, now all the paintwork's sort of complete, is going to be sort of overhauling all of the brakes. So I've got all new stainless steel hoses, I've got brand new calipers, and I'm upgrading to the 1.8 discs and pads. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. All my videos, you know, they're all DIY jobs shot at home in your own home garage. You know, this isn't a professional job, it's just about having fun, giving things a go yourself, and achieve a half decent result at the end of it. So yeah, if you liked it, give us a like, give us the thumbs up on the video, comment if you've got any questions. Hope you liked it, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video guys. Cheers for watching, take care.